You keep telling yourself he's just slow to open up, that he needs time, that he's been hurt before. But here is the truth you don't want to look at. His fear of intimacy isn't a phase. It isn't trauma you can heal. It's a lifestyle he's mastered and a prison he will never leave. And you're just the latest person standing outside the door, begging to be let in. You think he's scared of love, but what he's really scared of is being known. Deep conversations drain him. Emotional closeness triggers him. Consistency makes him feel trapped. He wants connection as long as it doesn't require any responsibility, accountability, or vulnerability. So he gives you crumbs of honesty, crumbs of affection, crumbs of availability. Just enough to keep you emotionally invested, but never enough for anything real to grow. To him, intimacy feels like danger, pressure, exposure, a place where he could be judged, needed, expected to show up. So he builds relationships like a maze, complicated, controlled, and impossible for anyone to actually reach him. You're not imagining it. He's warm, then cold. Present, then gone. Interested, then distant. Because the moment he feels you getting close, his survival instinct kicks in. Pull away, pull back, disappear. This is not temporary. This is not something you can fix. This is his emotional operating system. He told you he's bad at feelings. He told you he's not used to healthy relationships. He told you it's hard for him to trust. And you, with your soft heart and deep empathy, took that as a challenge, not a warning. But here is what you missed. People with a fear of intimacy don't want to heal. They want to be excused. They want sympathy without change, pain without growth, history without accountability. Because healing means confronting themselves. And that's the one thing men like him never do. So he uses vulnerability as a shield. He weaponizes his past. He turns his trauma into a reason you should lower your standards. And every time you show patience, reassurance, softness, he sees it as permission to stop trying altogether. You think you're building a relationship. He thinks he's avoiding one. Here's how his fear shows up. First, he avoids emotional clarity. He never defines the relationship, never states his intentions, never labels anything. Ambiguity is his safety net. Second, he makes you do all the emotional labor. You're the one asking the deep questions. You carry the conversations. You initiate the repair work after a conflict. He just reacts, barely. Third, he prefers situationships, not relationships. Low commitment, low responsibility, but high convenience. He chooses almost because real requires showing up consistently. Fourth, he confuses independence with detachment. He calls himself a lone wolf, a private person, a free spirit. Let's be real. He's emotionally unavailable. There's a huge difference. And fifth, he sabotages anything that feels stable. If you get too close, he gets uncomfortable and pushes you away. But if you pull back, he panics and pulls you closer. He only feels safe when you're kept in a constant state of uncertainty. You can't build intimacy with someone who's terrified of being seen. You can't build a connection with someone who flinches every time you offer it. You can't build a future with someone who won't even show you their present. Let's be honest with ourselves. You're not staying because he's good for you. You're staying because he's familiar. Because deep inside, you believe you have to earn intimacy, earn closeness, earn love. His inconsistency feels like home because maybe chaos is what you're used to. His emotional distance feels like a puzzle, and you like how solving him makes you feel worthy. You're addicted to the almost, to the potential, to that one rare moment he opens up, because it makes the 100 moments he shuts down feel worth it. But that's not love. That's self-abandonment disguised as loyalty. You could be softer, kinder, more patient, more understanding. You could be the most perfect partner in the world, and it wouldn't matter. Because his fear of intimacy isn't about you. It's about the relationship he refuses to build with himself. You cannot love a man into emotional maturity. You cannot wait a man into stability. You cannot convince a man to trust you when he doesn't even trust his own capacity to connect. You are fighting a battle he's not even trying to win. You are investing in someone who is emotionally bankrupt. You are trying to save someone who does not want to be saved. And the longer you stay, the more you'll shrink to fit his limitations. Men with a deep-seated fear of intimacy don't ruin relationships. They ruin people. They drain you slowly. They make you question your worth. They convince you that your fundamental needs are too much. They teach you to accept less. They teach you to expect nothing at all. And when they're done, when they've extracted the validation, the comfort, and the warmth they crave without ever truly reciprocating, they leave. Not because you weren't enough, but because you were getting too close. Fear of intimacy makes them run from the very thing they claim to want. And it makes them chase the one thing that guarantees they'll never have to grow: distance. You can't build intimacy with someone who fears it. You can't create closeness with someone who constantly avoids it. You can't love your way through his walls. And you can't break a man open who is committed to staying closed. So stop romanticizing his fear. Stop interpreting it as depth. Stop treating his avoidance as something mysterious or meaningful. It's not cute. It's not tragic. It's not fixable by you. It is the reason he won't attach to anyone and the reason you need to detach from him. Because you deserve connection without begging for it, intimacy without fighting for it, love without fear. And he cannot give you any of it, not now, and maybe not ever. Thank you for listening. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content. Take care.